A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 41, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Seven yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second down and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all right Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he's a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And some room to roam now. Past the 20.
That's what he is, baby.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
From the gun, here's Watson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Sanders shaking and baking. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Watson. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good pickup there at 22. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They go with Jacobs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
So they took a chance there on 4th down, and boy, does it pay off. It pays off with 6 points.
Yeah, I have to imagine that they were thinking maybe we can at least get a first down if we don't score. But he decided he didn't want a new set of downs. He just wanted a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 39, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Rolling to his right.
Open right side, complete to Rager.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Open man is Goedert, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Now it's Watson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see. And they'll call that one every time.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Faking the give. Now Watson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Running is Jacobs. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And Stills bringing it in.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. Dorsett's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second and 10. Now Watson.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw, Watson.
It's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Darren Lee there to get him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On a man down, and it's Sanders.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.